If you've ever looked at a sports card in July or August and thought there's no way this card was this cheap a few months ago, this video is about avoiding that moment. June is one of the most overlooked months in the sports card market. The NBA season just ended, baseball's picking up, and football has not started yet. A lot of collectors are waiting for something to happen, but that's exactly why June matters. It's one of the last quiet windows before football hype starts taking over the market. Training camp stories start popping up, quarterback speculation ramps up, and suddenly cards that nobody wanted a few weeks earlier start moving fast. I've been buying and selling sports cards since 2015, and over the years, I've learned that some of the best opportunities happen when nobody is paying attention. That's usually where the biggest disconnect between price and future demand exists. So, in this video, I'm going to walk you through 7 cards worth hoarding in June, not because they're hot right now, not because they're flashy, but because this is often the window where patience gets rewarded later in the year. And if you want the full list, I put together a free PDF in the description down below so you can follow along. Without further ado, let's get into it. Number 1, very relevant to what I'm speaking right now. Victor Wembanyama Prism PSA 10s. His silver Prism PSA 10 was $3,500 in the middle of May, later May, as they got near the finals. That card today, while I'm speaking, is worth $2,400. There's some good opportunity there to, get in at a low window. And Wemby does have the potential. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but he has the potential to be an Otani, but in basketball, where his cards just kind of go up forever. He must win. That's part of the reason people realize that Otani's value is so high. He's won World Series. Wemby hasn't. He probably will. But I believe there's a good buying window there. That's number 1. Number 2, very similar, is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Same thing. His Silver Prism PSA 10 is $3,500 in the month of May. Month of June, it's now $2,400. The Thunder are loaded, man. People don't think that they're as good anymore. They had 2 of their top guys missing and still took the Spurs to Game 7. I think the Thunder are absolutely loaded. I think it's a good time to get in low. Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, nobody's paying attention to him, right? Nobody wants him anymore. They lost. He wasn't in the finals. Everybody wants Wemby, Brunson, etc. So that's number 2. Number 3, Paolo Banchero Silver Prism PSA 10s. So these cards aren't down much and they're not up much in the past few months, but it's just another opportunity. The Magic should be decent next year. He's a hyped player. People like him. He's really good. He's second, third team all NBA caliber, and it's just low, and nobody's buying him right now, and it has potential to go up in the future. That's number 3. Number 4, someone who I've been buying as well, is Cade Cunningham Prism PSA 10s. His Silver Prism PSA 10 was $1,300 a month ago. Today, while I'm doing this video right now, it's about $1,000. This is a great example of somebody that it's low. Nobody's talking about the Pistons. No one wants Cade Cunningham, and the Pistons should be a number 1 or number 2 seed next year. They're going to pick up some pieces. They need more shooting, but the minute they do, his value is going to go up, most likely in July, August, or September. That's number 4. Number 5, someone that burned me and stabbed a knife in my heart, is Tyrese Halliburton. Same thing. He's not really down or up much, but it's just a great time to get in because no one's talking about him. I don't know if you guys have seen those videos, but he's definitely gained weight because of his injury, and he was making jokes that people have been calling him Tyrese Halliburger. So nobody wants him right now. I think it's a good opportunity to get in. Number 6, another guy nobody's talking about, but he's an electrifying player, Tyrese Maxey. I don't think the Sixers are going to be great next year, but once again, it's just an opportunity to get in low. And number 7, this is now football, or CJ Stroud Silver Prism PSA 10s. They're worth about $300 to $330 in that range while I'm speaking. CJ Stroud is somebody who I actually may hold into the year because his value is so low, and the Texans are just a loaded team, but I anticipate at the worst him to have some hype. I think people are going to come to realize how good the Texans are, the best defense in the league. Nico Collins won't be injured. Tank Dell's going to come back. Dalton Schultz, they improved their offensive line. They really have a good team. And to me personally, it's just me personally saying this out loud, I think CJ Stroud's a really good quarterback still. I know everyone craps on him because of how last year ended, but he had no weapons. His running back was hurt. Mixon was gone. No offensive line. Nico Collins went down in the Patriot game. There was no Tank Dell all year. I mean, no quarterback's going to succeed with that, right? You're a product of your environment. There's very few quarterbacks that can overcome a crappy situation. I think Stroud's a top 10 quarterback still. That's just my opinion. And I'll leave this video off with this. Some honorary mentions of people to not buy, or that at least I would not buy. Jaden Daniels, his value is up a lot. I don't know how much more it could go up. Jalen Brunson, his value is up 5 times of what it was a month ago. Listen, I'm the biggest Knicks fan, but his Silver Prism PSA 10 was $400 a little over a month ago while I'm doing this video. Today, it's $2,000. Probably not the time to buy. I know he's the king of New York, and his value could possibly stay there. I just don't see room for upside. And lastly, another New Yorker, Jackson Dart. Same thing. His cards are just so high. I could see disaster happening when the season starts. Just my personal opinion. None of this is investing advice. None of this is guaranteed. There's a free PDF down below in the description. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Some cards I'm buying. Some cards I'm definitely not buying. I love Jalen Brunson, but I wish I bought his cards a month ago. I did bet on the Knicks to win the finals, but I didn't bet on him doing that. I don't think anyone could have predicted that. Just wow. What a week for your boy. Okabe, what's the number again? Because I changed it. Yep. All right. Let the callers begin. 813-618-2075. Call in. I hope some Spurs and Sixers fans and Celtics fans call in, because my whole life I've never been able to brag. I've never been able to brag about any of my teams winning anything. It just feels great. I feel like a champion. I know I did nothing and all I did was watch the games, but I feel like a champion. I feel like I was in that game. I feel like I hit those floaters that Brunson hit. Like, that's how invested I was. It also takes a toll. Like, I feel like it took a toll on my body too, going to bed late, because I usually go to bed by like 9:30 or 10, going to bed at 11:30, 12, waking up at 6. Like, I feel like I'm sore. Like, I'm sore from the playoffs. Like, I had to D up Harper. Like, that was tough. My body's sore. All right. The queue's open. Well, we have one caller, but the queue's open after this. Port Charlotte, Florida.
Hello?
Hey, you have Eric. You're live.
Hey, Eric. How you doing?
What's up? I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, good. So this is Sean here in Venice, Florida. I want to know, I tried to get your course a while back, but I couldn't because I think
Okay.
can I get on another computer or laptop? Or
Well, I don't understand. So you could just, did you watch the video? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I mean, I watched the video and I went to sign up. I think it was the second time. I think the first time I watched it, I couldn't.
Oh, did it block you off from the page?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So what we do, just because we get a lot of people that buy it, we can only take on so many people, is after an hour on the page, we cut off your VPN. So you can't buy it. But you could buy it with a coach or a salesperson. I could have one of them reach out to you and they could see if it makes sense if you want.
Okay. Is that course what, 2,000?
We have a few different options depending on like your budget, what you're looking to do, stuff. It just requires a conversation. Just talk to one of them. You'll have an answer in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send your number their way right now. So after this, one of them will shoot you a call and you could work it out with them.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll answer all your questions.
All right. So, also I was going to ask you, is it a good time just to sell all my football cards? I got a bunch of I don't know, $1 to $20 cards, and I don't see any point in pulling any of them. So I just thought I'd ask you.
That's a broad question. It depends on the card. Usually cards like that just aren't going to go up or down much. They usually just actually go down because they're probably base cards. It depends on the card. Every card's different, and every card usually has a different best time to sell. So, it's card dependent, man. But like football, yes, like we are getting to the hotter time of the year, and July, August are the best times to sell football.
Right. Or I got what was that guy's name? He's one of the two top rookies. I think they both came out Duke. I can't remember his name.
Dart, Shador,
Jaden. No. For basketball.
Oh, Flag, Knuppel.
Yeah, Knuppel. I got one of his clear card signature, and I can't get a real good clear price on it. Should I send that in or just sell it?
Same thing, dude. It's condition dependent. Like, is it in good condition?
I believe so. Yes.
How much is the card worth?
Like I said, it's got a bunch of different prices on it. When I looked it up, it was. Let me pull it out real quick. As I'm looking at right now.
What's the card called? Clearly.
It's like it's a signature clear. It's
Oh, it's autographed.
Cast star case or something like that.
Is it autographed?
No, it's not.
Here, do this because I can't. I would just need a picture of the card. Once you get a picture of the card, just text it over to this number.
Okay. Yeah, it's went down in price. It's only $100, so I should probably.
Yeah, you probably don't want to get because PSA the minimum is $80 to send in for grading. So you may want to send it to SGC, but you could either send a picture here. Once you talk with a coach, I'll have one of them call you. Then you could kind of go over it more in detail there.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, we were also thinking about getting in a program because my friend's basically she's wanting to get into Pokemon, and I don't know the first thing about all that. So.
Yeah, it's all we only usually market that we help people with cards, but half the students in the program probably make money with Pokemon, so it's all in there. We have all these secret tips and tricks and tactics and all that good stuff. So yeah, you'll see it in the program.
Okay, and where's this list of players at? Is that you get that when you get a program? Or
yep, it's inside the program. It's a private shared spreadsheet that gets updated every week or two.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right.
Cool.
I think that's it.
Sounds good, man. I'll have someone shoot you a call.
All right, thank you.
All right, talk to you later. All right, that was Charlotte. The queue's open after Kansas City.
Hello?
Hey, you have Eric. You're live.
Hey, Eric. How are you doing?
What's up, man? Who's calling?
This is Micah from Kansas City.
Micah, you called in last week, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, it's been a few months since I called
in.
in.
Your voice sounds familiar.
I have called in before.
Cool.
Yeah.
How can I help, Micah?
So, recently, one of my dad's neighbor's friends, gave us for free, like a 1969 baseball encyclopedia, but it has a ton of autographs in it from like Mantle, Willie Mays, Barry Bonds, all those guys. And I'm not really sure what to do with it because I might want to keep it in my PC, but like I don't know about getting some of the autographs like authenticated or something like that. So I was just asking what you would do with it if it was yours.
So, well, it's not worth much till it's authenticated.
Yeah.
Where to authenticate something like that? I don't know if places authenticate that. But if they are real, someone will still buy it. But you're asking me, should you keep it? Like, what's the question?
No. I'm just asking, is it worth it to get all the autographs like authenticated? Because like there's like at least 20 Hall of Famers in there. Besides the guys I mentioned, there's a ton of pitchers. Hank Aaron, obviously, a ton of guys, and I can even send you like some pictures of all the autographs.
Any Hall of Famer, I would get authenticated.
Yeah, no, so at my card shop a couple weeks ago, the guy told me sometimes at card shows or like card events, they will have like authenticators there. But he said, like when you're getting a guy like Mantle's autograph authenticated, it's gonna cost at least somewhere from $80 to a few $100, depending on the autograph. So, all right, well, I appreciate it.
It will. Yeah, I would. And also, just as a heads up, they usually won't authenticate it at the actual show. You'll have to drop it off and give it to them. Then they'll take it back to their facility. Then they'll ship it back to you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. No problem, Micah. Thanks, man.
Yep.
All right.
See you.
All right. We got New Hampshire. Queue's open after this. I know what you guys like to do. You guys like to start calling in at 11. I don't have to go. 11 Eastern. Don't do that today. Hey, you have Eric. You're live.
Hey, Eric. So I was recently at a card show,
Okay.
and I picked up a few high-value Pokemon cards.
All right.
And I'm thinking of sending them to PSA. They visually look off-center, but when I take a measuring tape and I use this loop with measurements in it,
Okay.
it's within 45, 55. Do you think that would affect the grade or anything?
Yes, it probably will not get a 10. Pokemon cards, for the most part, need to be kind of close to perfect. If you could visually see it, it depends on the card, but there's a low chance it would get a 10 based on my guess.
The thing is, it visually looks off-center, but it is centered.
So with Pokemon, well, centered, right? Centered would be 50-50. 55-45 would be like a little off-centered. But Pokemon, it needs to be close to perfect. So it depends. Like, if it's a card that's easy to get a 10, and there's a lot of 10s out there, I probably would not send it in. But if you can get a 10 and it'll make you a lot of money and the gem rate's low, then I would take a shot. But most likely, I would assume it would not get a 10 just based on my experience and what I know about Pokemon.
Even though it is centered?
Well, it's centered 55-45, right?
It's centered 53-47.
So then there's a better chance. If you want to send a picture to this phone?
I could, yeah.
Yeah, send a picture and I'll give you it's hard to say without seeing a picture.
All right, let me get that. All right, man, thank you.
All right, thanks, dude. Appreciate it.
All right, bye.
And the queue's open after this caller. It's like one by one. You guys are calling in.
Hello.
Hey, you have Eric. You're live.
What's up, Eric? I'm Cade. I'm calling from Batesville, Arkansas. How you doing, man?
What's up, dude? Cade, you said?
Yes.
Cade, what's up, dude? How can I help?
Yes, sir. So I know you were, PSA and everything, like how PSA shutting down.
Yeah.
And sending your cards over like the CGC or other places.
Yeah.
Do you have a hard time moving those once you get them in?
Depends on the card. So if you're buying the right types of stuff, you won't have a hard time moving it. Maybe a little bit harder than a PSA if it was PSA, but it's just gonna sell for a little bit less. So really no, it's really not that much harder, to be honest with you.
Right. Okay. Well, right now I'm buying up like some CJ Stroud. I know basketball season just ended.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about like the Spurs and like I got like Castle. Would that be a good buy? Do you think would that be a good buy? Guys like that are really down that just lost.
Well, he's not down. He's up a lot. So just because they lost doesn't mean they're down. Because Castle, throughout the course of the playoffs, he showed how great of a player he is. So, Castle specifically, if you're asking me about him, I would stay far away from him. Like Wemby, he's a better buy in my opinion because his stuff is down a lot because it went up so much. Like Castle's just been slowly going up. So Castle, me personally, I wouldn't buy if it was mine.
Yes, sir. Well, I was really just I appreciate you telling me that, but
yeah.
I was really just calling about the CGC thing and the PSA. Of course, it's shutting down, and I didn't want to start sending cards there and then having a hard time moving them. But I appreciate it.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
Yes, sir. Well, have a good day.
All right, Kate. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Bye. All right, we got Antonio. Antonio. Oh. Hold on. Wait. Hold on a second. Hey, you hear me?
I hear you. We're making it happen.
What's up, dude? Yeah, you're good now.
Shit, what a weekend of sports. You wouldn't think it was June.
Wow, I know, right? In absolute insanity. Just great. One of the greatest weekends I've ever had.
We had that. You had Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
And then you had UFC Fight Night last night with some badass headliners.
Yeah.
It was just a weekend of.
Yeah, it's just a crazy weekend. It was just a crazy weekend of sports. Yeah, especially because I was in New York City all weekend. The World Cup there were just so many people. It was insane. It was just absolutely insane.
And then you have soccer going on as well, so it's just like everywhere you look.
Yep. It's a good time. It's good. And the Stanley Cup ended yesterday too, which is also was also good. But yeah, it's crazy.
So you're riding the high, even though you're traveling around and everything else. You just bounced back and came right to it, man. Appreciate it.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I came back for I was in New York for like maybe 5 days, and when I'm there, I eat crazy. I was eating crazy. I was just drinking crazy. I had to come back and get back to my normal routine, at least for a few days till I go back again.
As I've been trying to plan a trip to New York, I'm just, everybody always makes it look so intimidating when you see movies and everything else. Well, I mean, what you went through with the mob, I was like, okay, that explains itself. But anyways,
yeah, where do you,
like any regular time?
Where do you live again?
Be all right.
Texas. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it is intimidating. My girlfriend, who's from the Midwest, hates it. She said she's never going back to New York. There's these things called city bikes, so you could like biking through the city. One, I love it, but two, it's actually the fastest way to get around. And there's these bike lanes, but they're small, and no one gives a shit if it's a red light or green light. People just go. So, yeah, she was like, I think she almost cried being on the bike. So it is. I'm not gonna lie, it's intimidating. It's very different.
All right, then yeah, I'll probably wait for a downtime. I don't even know if there is ever a downtime to go, but
yeah, I mean, just if I were you, if you wanted what's the reason you're going there? Is there a specific reason?
Man, just to go. Never been.
Yeah, so then I mean,
staples of going to the United States is just you've been in New York. Oh, also see the 9/11 monument and everything like that.
Yeah, I mean, I would go in the summer. I know people love it in the winter because of all the Christmas stuff, but dude, walking around in the cold's not fun. I'd screw it and go now. But what I would do is, so like the way the city works is right. You have these long avenues, then you have these streets that intersect with the avenues. If you go up to I would not get a hotel between like 30th and 50th Street because one, it's more expensive, but two, it's absolutely insane. I would either go down. If you go down to like 10th Street, 15th Street, you get by the water, and that's like the bougie area. It's really nice. It's a little bit more peaceful. I would go there, and then you could take a bike all the way down there, all the way up to like 80th Street, where there's like Central Park, the American Museum of Natural History, which I was just at, which is great. I would highly recommend going to that. So yeah, that's what I wouldn't stop yourself from going. Just don't stay in that middle area, like 30th to 50th Street.
Sounds good. All right, I'll switch subjects before I get fucking roasted.
Yeah, I know the chat's probably like, get this guy off.
If Fox needs to be investigated. But anyways, other than that, so like with all season, you said everything coming up right now. And man, I'm trying to stay away from because One Piece is starting to climb again. And last time I jumped on that in December, but like you said, when everybody else is hyping one thing up, you got to switch off.
Yep.
So, and I know you say you're behind basketball right now, but what are some? If you had to pick like three big things to buying off of eBay, you just have to make sure you're buying good things, but you're buying more high-end cars. So, like, I know you want to stay away from dark-colored cars. I'm not racist. I'm Hispanic, so it's all right to say that. And then chrome, you said no, but I mean, sometimes the scratches can be kind of taken out. Sometimes you can see them better on the foil. But like, what are some big things that'll just, it kind of narrows your chances of getting a bad card eBay, which is kind of tough to say unless you say like you know what to look for, but just based off a couple good guidelines.
So let's see. I would go after.
Sorry, go ahead.
So I was gonna say you could buy the Topps Chrome. Just the refractors are hard to grade, right? Because they're shiny, they get scratched easy. Like the Topps Chrome, like basketball refractors, I think they're called, or radiating rookies, should be easier to grade. But it's all give and take, man. It's like, if the gem rate's 25%, you could 8 times your money, might be worth taking a few shots. But that's like, or you could buy Bowman Chrome, which will be easier to grade. Topps Finest. You could actually look. So what you could do, I don't know if you know this, but you could go to gemrate.com.
Oh, yeah.
And if you go to search, or sets, actually, you could break it down by set and be like, okay, let's say I want to buy a basketball right now, and I want to buy Bowman Chrome. PSA basketball. Hold on one second. I gotta figure this out. Flat. Maybe they don't have this set, but the point is on GemRate you could search for sets. So like Topps Finest basketball, for example, the gem rate for the whole set is 53%. Pretty good, right? And then what you could do is you could just kind of reverse engineer it and be like, all right, well, like let's go to Card Ladder. Let's type in Topps Finest flag PSA 10. Let's see what PSA 10s are selling for. And you could just start to find some cards. So for example, this blue Topps Finest out of 99 just sold for $960 auction as a PSA 10 right here. And then raw, you could just now pull up another tab, look at raw out of 99 blue flag. Raw does, how much do you do raw? Raw, this card looks like it's like $400. That's not bad. But that's a way to kind of reverse engineer cards to find. Or you can do it by athlete, right? Like someone who I think is a good buy right now is, Con Knuppel. Or how do you spell Knuppel? Is it EUPPEL, right?
I know it's like knife, and then I get all mixed up from there, and I gotta go Google.
Con, how do you spell Knuppel? Is it UE? Hold on. Let's see.
It's like KNU.
Aha, I got it. So you could search by athlete, and then you could just get a whole sense of like certain cards that have high gem rates, and you could just go straight to Card Ladder. So for example, this Topps Chrome X Fractor, the gem rate's 42%. You could pull it up on Card Ladder. PSA 10s, the last one did 269, and PSA 9, the last one did 137, 90, 50. So you might be able to get this card for like $60-$70 raw, and PSA 10s 250. So that's a good way to do it.
That sounds good. And then like from a monetary perspective, even though you can get more bang for your buck, like this is just an example, but I know because like a Dylan Harper,
yeah,
like you said, refractor there, and if you went to SGC, you can still, I think, about 2 extra money there. But of course, if it's a PSA 10, you're gonna like, this might have dropped by now, but it was like 3 or 4x. But still, I'm just trying to see which way, because I know everybody's trying to find their Zig also, because PSA's turnaround times. Everybody's like, oh, let me send it all to here, let me send it all to here. So it's just trying not to stay consistent, right? It's like, hey, I'm not trying to do what is it called? A hard, whatever that workout is. But if you just stay consistent with it, like maintain your regime, and then things will still happen.
Yeah, I would, like lower end stuff for the most part would be good to send to SGC. Then anything over like $200, you could still send to PSA because the minimum is $80, I think, to grade. So that's kind of the threshold.
All right, sounds good.
Cool. Any other questions?
No, man, I really appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Antonio. Thanks, man. All right, that was Antonio.
Hello?
What's up, man? You got Eric? You're live?
Hey, Eric. Congratulations on the win, bro.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
So for the SGA and the Wemby going down,
yep.
Do you think it's going to go down more in the next month, and then that'd be a better time to buy, or maybe just dollar cost average on the way down?
Personally, I don't think it will go down more.
Okay. So
yeah.
This is probably the window.
If I had to take a guess, obviously you never know, but I would guess yes.
Right. And then also with that aspect, I mean, with the Knicks, winning their first title in like 50 years.
Yeah.
Do you see Brunson? I mean, Brunson's probably at an all-time high right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that continually going up over the, I guess, span of a couple of years?
No, unless he does this again, which the odds are very low. So, and also his Silver Prism PSA 10 jumped from $400. Now it's like $2,000.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, no, it's literally insane. I mean, it's kind of well warranted. I mean, single-handedly kind of took the Knicks to their first championship.
Yeah, 45 points. Jeez.
Yeah, the guy went crazy. But it'll probably come down to like 1,300, 1,400 if I had to guess. And could it keep going up forever? Yeah, if he does it again. But like I said, the Knicks kind of had a perfect storm. No one got injured.
Gotcha.
They had an easy path to get there. They didn't have to play the Thunder. So the Spurs were young. So
Right.
I would not buy Brunson. I love Brunson, but I'm his biggest fan. But his cards I wouldn't touch.
Gotcha. And then also with Wemby and SGA coming down, just should you target, I guess, more liquid cards like Silver Prisms, or maybe is this a good time to buy low numbered rookie Gem 10s that may have a window of opportunity?
Grading would be the best, but it's not easy to find his cards to grade. I'm kind of just buying anything, any prism or anything that's liquid. For me, I mostly buy cards already graded, so mostly prism PSA 10s. I'll try to scoop up a few this weekend because I'm going to a card show. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for.
Oh gosh, I mean like the low number, like the colored prism.
Oh, yeah, that's like my main. So one that's gonna be really expensive of Wemby, but two, anything colored I prefer over silver prisms because silver prisms are kind of a dime a dozen. Not well with Wemby. So like with Shea's year, they produced way less of them. So Wemby, I would if I'm getting an okay deal, but I prefer anything colored, low numbered, high numbered, whatever it is.
Gotcha.
Shea, I don't mind as much buying the silver prism PSA 10s because there's not nearly the amount. There's probably like 10 to 20% of the amount that there are of Wemby. So yeah, just depends on the player and the year, but it's kind of my thought process.
Gotcha, I like it. And then also, I've seen a couple sports card influencer people say that for Topps Chrome, the gold in NBA and NFL is more expensive than the orange.
Yeah.
Is that yes?
Wait, so gold for Prism or Topps Chrome?
Topps Chrome. Topps Chrome
gold. The orange is numbered to what?
25. And then the gold's numbered to 50.
Nah, probably not. They might be closer than you think, but probably not. I mean, we could just look instead of guessing. I'll look it up, but probably the gold. So with Prism, the gold out of 10 sometimes is worth the same or more than the black gold out of 5. But
yeah,
the orange in this case, I highly, highly doubt it. So, but let me look. Let's see. So,
because I was looking at baseball, and baseball was always the case that out of 25 is definitely higher than the gold because it's out of 50. And so when I heard that on NBA and NFL, I was actually very surprised, and I just wanted to see
yeah. So let's see. Opinion. I could be wrong, but let's find out. So let me find a player that has a few of these sales. So like, let me pull up my screen. I'm not sharing my screen. Hold on one second. Let me share my screen. So like, if we take Jackson Dart on auction in April, his orange at $3,600, and then his gold could be more. That does sound really cheap. In April, his gold, gold. Auto, where are you? Hold on, I can't find one. 1 second. Let me just sort by highest price. So it says here that it sold for $6,000. Something doesn't seem right about that. But according to this, the gold's worth more than the orange.
Wow.
Yes, that doesn't sound right though. That's too big of a discrepancy. So just knowing based off of my experience, like that doesn't sound right. But if they sold for about the same, it wouldn't surprise me. Selling for that much more, probably not. That could just be some hype and some guys who just paid too much.
Gotcha.
Yep.
And then also, do you before you purchase, do you always? So obviously, I've seen some of your content where you're targeting, older vintage cards, and you think they're way too cheap for what how rare they are, and so would you think targeting GOATs is probably the way to go versus targeting hype, or does it just depend on like how fast you're looking to flip it?
that and your budget and your goal. So like, what's your budget and what's your goal? Is your goal to just turn this into an income to replace your job? Is your goal to just use this as like to be passive and kind of retire? Like, what's the goal?
I mean, the goal is definitely to replace the income, and budgets. I want to say probably, I don't know, if for the ballpark, maybe like anywhere from 30 to 50,000.
Yeah, so you don't want to buy goats. Like I could tell you, okay, go buy a 33 Gaudi Babe Ruth, a PSA 1 for $9,000, but maybe it'll go up to 11 or 12 in a year, which is good. It's a great return, but that's not doing anything for you, right?
Yeah.
Like making a few thousand in a year, that's not much. You want to be buying the modern and flipping them quickly. So like you kind of have the budget to do what I talk about. Buying the graded, just I'll give you an example of a card like let me think of a card. So I bought a like a Giannis Blue Prism PSA 9. I bought it at a card show. I paid $1,800. I'll bet you I'll sell that card for $2,500 to $3,000. It'll take me 2 months or 3 months, probably, maybe a month. Well, we got to see the card. I got to see how long it takes. But that's the type of stuff you want to be doing with that budget, flipping it quickly. Like obviously, Babe Ruth is a GOAT and Giannis is not, but riding the volatility is how to make much quicker money because you want to make predictable, quick money. That's what will get you to quit your job, right? Not buying Ruths and just closing your eyes and holding them.
Gotcha. And you recommend probably going to card shows more, probably get better deals versus going on auction on eBay or Fanatics.
Yeah, for sure. And not only you get better deals, but the more deals you do, the more money you make if you know what you're doing. And you could do 20 times the amount of deals in 2 days than it would take you in 2 days online, right? Because the deals just happen so fast. People are much more receptive to taking cash. So yeah, card shows are your best friend. What part of the country do you live in?
I live in Las Vegas.
Oh, there's tons. Yeah, you're good, dude. You're good.
Yeah. Yeah, this card's probably every other week. It's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, I would go to those. You'll do very well. Then start setting up there. Setting up is a gold mine. So yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks. And you always look at a card ladder before, like, to see. So, like, for example, you look at card ladder for to see if like Giannis's market is up or down, and then if it's down, then you're like, okay, I feel more comfortable purchasing this. 'Cause I know.
Yeah, I use both. Like card ladder, I use just for looking at quick sales because it's more accurate. But market movers, I'll look at the graphs and see like kind of the trend of it going down or up and what it was doing last year. It's a lot easier to visualize that on market movers. So for the most part, card ladder gets it all done, but I use both.
Okay, cool. I appreciate your time, man.
Yeah, dude, for sure. Thanks for calling.
All right, have a good one.
All right, bye. So now you guys call. Callie, we're calling you.
Hello.
Hey, you have Eric. You're live.
Hey, what's going on, Eric? This is Pat from California. First off, man, congratulations. Lifelong Laker fan. Shout out to Clarkson, Hart, and Mike Brown from the West Coast.
Yeah.
But I appreciate, yeah. So
Thank you.
on that,
thank you very much. It was a long wait for me, but thank you. I appreciate it.
No, it's all good. It feels good, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
So I went to a card show and I had a couple of strategies of grabbing a couple of quarterbacks for some flips, and I got a couple of those. CJ was on my list. I got a couple of him.
Yep.
One of the things I did, I one of my goals was to grab a hockey card, and so I actually was able to trade up and grab a 96 Wayne Gretzky card.
Nice.
We valued about $1,800, but I saw some sales at about $2,400.
Okay.
What would you do with that card? Because part of my goal was to maybe trade back down, trade it for a little bit more, and trade back down into some more modern stuff. What would you do? Because this Gretzky card is pretty nice.
If it was mine, I'd flip it right away. They,
You just flip it.
will it go up in the future? Probably, but you can do more with that money by just flipping it quickly and getting into modern and buying low, selling high. So if it was mine, I would sell it right away.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's probably what's on my mind. I was just trying to get your input. Where would you value this card at? Is this somewhere you can give me an idea?
What's the name of the card?
Okay, it's 1996 Select Certified Wayne Gretzky Mirror Gold PSA 9.
Mirror Gold?
Gold, yes. PSA 9, and it has the peel on it.
Has the peel. So it has the coating.
The coating, yeah.
2,700. Wait, nope. I'm a liar. Hold on. The last sale was 23. Yeah, $2,300, $2,400. Sells it right there.
Okay.
What'd you pay? You paid 18.
Yeah, I traded up some lower end cards.
Nice.
For about 1,800. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you got a sick deal.
Yeah. So I should just sell it for that amount, that 23, or
if it was me,
like
I would try to get
25?
24, but I would go down to 22. I don't mind giving somebody a slight good deal to get cash faster. So if it was me personally, I would probably end up selling it for like 22.
Okay. All right. Hey man, thanks for that input, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, for sure. Thanks for calling.
All right, have a good one, man.
All right, you too. Bye-bye. All right. That was Callie. This is Kentucky.
Hello.
Hey, you have Eric. You're live.
Hey, Eric.
What's up, man? How can I
I
help?
was hoping you could help me value 2 cards.
You know, I charge $100 for that now, right?
Yeah.
You could pay me later, though. What cards are they? I'm kidding.
One is a Bowman U Now, Mikael Brown Jr. Redemption.
Wait. Who is it?
Ball. Mikael Brown Jr.
Mikael Brown?
Mikael Brown Jr. Yeah.
What year is it?
It's 2025-26 Bowman U Now.
Oh, okay. Is it numbered?
It's the NCAA foil parallel, so it's the 26. It's a redemption.
I see. So it's probably like, let's see. I see the gold foil at a 50 did like, it's all over the place.
And it's a game used ball relic card.
I'd say like $70, $50, $70, something like that.
Okay, thank you. And then another one I have, it's a Paige Buchers.
Okay.
PSA 10 silver.
What year?
2025. I see like sales of it, but there's one 900. But when I type in the cert number, it doesn't pop up. The 900 cert number.
It's the ball's in her right hand dribbling.
It's the non-variation.
So what's the picture? What's she doing in there?
Let me find it.
It's WNBA Prism, right?
Yeah, the ball is in her right hand.
Yep, it's like $1,600. One just sold.
Yeah, but there's also a 900 before that. The 900 cert number doesn't pop up.
Yeah, I don't know why that doesn't pop up. I see it here, but I would roll with $1,600.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, dude, man, for sure. I guess he hung up. All right. Next up is Minnesota.
Hello?
Hey, you have Eric. You're live.
Hey, Eric. This is Joe from Minnesota.
What's up, Joel? How can I help?
I want to give you 2 shout outs. First one is I just appreciate the last couple of years. You've really helped me out.
You're welcome.
Thanks for that. And the second one is the Knicks, obviously.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And how was your Sunday? I know that you stated that you've been a lightweight with the alcohol department, so
Oh, wow.
checking up on you.
Oh, yeah. Well, I had so I'd say I drink heavy maybe twice a year, maybe 3 times. And when I'm going crazy and drinking heavy, it's Red Bull vodkas. Like, if you see a Red Bull vodka in my hand, it's gonna be like a night.
It's go time.
Oh yeah. And I was like, there's no better night to do it than Saturday night at a packed bar at Knicks game 5, and I think I had 6 Red Bull vodkas, like 20 buffalo wings, 5 slices of pizza, and like 3 shots, so something to that effect. And oh yeah, Sunday was rough, man. Sunday was rough, and I hate hotel beds. I'm like, people like them. I freaking hate them. I hate hard beds. It's like I barely sleep. But it actually, I slept amazing last night because I was so tired. I went to bed at 8 p.m., woke up at 6 a.m., like slept straight through the night. According to my Whoop, which is like the my watch that like detects my sleep, I had the greatest night of sleep I've ever had last night. So, yeah,
That
but
must have been epic, man. That's awesome.
it was rough, dude. But actually, what made it a little bit better was what should have been a 15-minute walk back to my hotel was like 2.5 hours. So that walk kind of like sobered me up a little bit and like digested the food. But
Right.
oh, it was rough. It was brutal. But I got after like 2 Red Bull vodkas, I was drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rough, but awesome, right?
yeah, it was great.
Cool. Well, last even over a year, I've been kind of buying slabs. Like for example, just recently, I bought a Brunson slab PSA 10 silver for 1,100, and I ended up selling it for 22. And also like a Yamal, I bought a PSA 10 refractor for 1,500, and I just sold it for 24.
Nice. You bought it like months ago, then sold it before the World Cup type of thing.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah. And so I've been finding a lot of success in that type of stuff, but I'm kind of struggling with, I have about, and I'm going to give you one example.
Yep.
And I have like 10 to 12 like this, and I'm not quite sure what to do with it. Like, for example, I have a 1996 metal Kobe Bryant,
Yeah.
PSA 10.
Okay.
PSA 10.
Yep.
And I bought it, where is this? I bought it for $930, and the last sale is 2,200.
Nice.
Now he's a GOAT, and I assume his value wouldn't decrease much. Is that something that, I'm not in the market obviously with you and Babe Ruth Gaudies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But this is a pretty sweet card.
Yep.
Is this something that, I'd make $1,200 if I sold it, or is that something that I should just kind of hold on to? I don't need the money or anything, but I have like probably 10 other cards kind of like this, where the Kobe and the Jordan market had just kind of skyrocketed.
It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, for sure.
But it just depends. So like, it depends on your goal, but I'm one of the few people that has the unpopular opinion of usually I would say to sell it because, will Kobe go up? Yes, most likely. But he'll go up. I know he went up a lot this past year, and Jordan, but maybe it'll go up 10% a year, 15% a year, 20% a year. It'll go down, then back up. That's usually what happens, but nothing goes up forever. I know like everyone thinks that Jordan's value is just going to go up forever. That's not how it works. It goes up and down a little bit, up, down a little bit. And in my opinion, not my opinion, but like at least with what I do, I don't want to hold that card because yes, it'll keep going up, but I could do more with that money today than I would if the card went up 20% in the next year. So like, yes, it'll go up. The question's not what's going to make me money. The question is what's going to make me the most amount of money. So, and like when I don't want to call it my heyday, but like when it was all about making an income so I didn't have to get a job, it was never worth it for me to hold that stuff. So that's what I would say. But if you have more than enough money, it's not going to affect your buying power. You have a cushy job, whatever, hold it. Then it's more of a question of your goals and how much budget you have.
Right. I've definitely disciplined myself because of you with like the Jalen Brunson stuff, get a bit just because he's a current player and all that stuff. I just wasn't sure on your insights on kind of like the so.
Yeah, I know. I know it pains me to say sell Jalen Brunson, but yeah, he's a great example of somebody to sell right now. I would not. I would pay to not buy his cards because they're so high.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate the input.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Yeah, take care. Bye.
You too. It's always nice when somebody calls in and they say, they thank me for helping them make money. I was gonna say something funny. Forgot what it was. I had something funny to share. I had something good. Forgot what it was. Damn. Let's see. That was Minnesota. You guys like to call in after 11 Eastern. Gotta stop doing that. I get on at 10. Come on, people.
Hello?
Hey, you have Eric. You're live.
Hi, Eric. So I got a question.
Do it.
I went to a card show and I traded a
Yeah.
JJ McCarthy triple patch auto rookie
Yep.
out of 149.
Yep.
Do you think that was a good decision or no?
It's a very broad question, but most likely yes. If I had to put a answer to it, because his value will probably go down when he's not going to be the starter.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so most likely yes is what I would say.
All right. Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Did he just call me for reassurance? I feel like that's why he just called me. All right, people, this is the last one. I know there's a lot of people in the queue, but you boys got a business to run. You guys got to show up on time. That's the problem. It's not me, it's you.
Hello.
Hey, you have Eric, you're live.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, dude? Who's calling?
My name's Nick.
Nick, what's up, man?
Not much. I was just curious. I have a Shohei Ohtani downtown I bought when he was on the Angels.
Okay.
I got it for like $600. They sell for around 8 to 20 in a 9 or a 10. I've never submitted a PSA. I've seen kind of horror stories of people cleaning their cards and they come back with issues.
Yep.
I just didn't know what route you would take and kind of what platform you would look to sell the card on.
So yes, I would grade it is the answer. I would send it to PSA. I don't know what people are talking about. They're not going to steal your card or ruin your card. They're a multi-billion-dollar industry, man. Trust me, they don't want to.
No, not steal or ruin it. I just mean when you clean it, it comes back where they say it's been obstructed or whatever.
That's few and far between with modern cards. I wouldn't bank on that happening. So I would send it to PSA. And then what's it worth as a 10?
As a 10, the last one sold around 22,000, I believe.
Wow.
Or 20,000.
Okay. So where I would sell it? Where I would sell that? Well, first I would go to a card show or a Facebook group and try to get someone to pay you cash or wire, right into your bank account. But if that couldn't happen, if you weren't getting the offer you wanted, if it sells for 22,000, I would try to sell it for 21,000. I think you'll be able to sell it really fast because it's under market and you're saving money on fees, right? Because if it goes on Golden Auctions and sells for 22,000, remember they take 20% and they'll give you some of it, but you're only going to net like 20 grand at best. So I would go there first or a card show, and if it didn't sell after a few weeks, then send it to a place like Golden Auctions and Fanatics, and I would call them both and negotiate against them because the card's going to sell for whatever it's worth, and no matter where it sells, just try to get the best deal. So you could call Fanatics and be like, hey, Golden Auctions is offering me 15% of their buyer premium. How much do you want to give me? And go back to Golden Auctions and just squeeze the juice out of them for the best deal possible.
Okay. I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
sweet.
That's what I would do.
Perfect. All right, man. I appreciate it. Thank
All
you.
right. Thanks, Nick.
Yep.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. That's a wrap. I apologize. Call earlier. That's the best piece of advice I got. I do this for an hour, 3 days a week. Come on, people. Get it together. California people, go to bed earlier. Stop smoking weed. No, I'm kidding. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll also be back on Wednesday. Your boy will be here. And then I will be leaving for the parade that night. Got Soul. I will be there this weekend. It's a card show, sneaker show, something like that. That is Saturday in New York City, GOTSOLE. The next card show I'll be at is after that. That will be Phoenix, Arizona. That's It's actually in Glendale, I guess, Arizona. Technically, it's at the Cardinal Stadium. I'll be taking this podcast. Apparently, this podcast is getting kind of popular, but I'll be taking this podcast and bringing it to the Got Soul and also bringing it to Arizona. So that's where I'll be at. Hopefully, this helped you out just a little bit. Like, comment, subscribe.